Hi, welcome to Simply Good Kitchen. My name is Shani Apodaca. As you can see from our other videos, we've been up at our Simply Good Teaching Kitchen. Today we're in our home kitchen because we want to show to you how easy it is to make crock pot chicken stock, as we like to call it. So we have our crock pot here. We have a very cool tool. I can't wait to show you how they work. These soup socks made by the Regency Company. And of course, we sell them at Simply Good, so you could call and order them if you like. But then we have basic ingredients for our chicken stock. We have what the French would call mirepoix. Mirepoix always means onions, carrots, and celery. It means 2 parts onions, 1 part carrot, 1 part celery. So when your chef says, give me a pound of mirepoix, you know you need a half a pound of onion, 1/4 pound of carrot, 1/4 pound of celery. And then we're going to use a little bit of thyme and bay leaf and then some cracked black peppercorns for our chicken stock today. We have the carcass. We cooked some chicken for another demo, so now we have the carcass of a chicken, a couple of the wingdings, and a couple of the chicken legs left over. And this is going to give us enough to put together this incredible chicken soup stock. You're going to probably end up with about 4 quarts of stock, which would be a gallon of stock when everything is said and done. So let's get started. We got our Regency soup socks here, and you can see, we'll pull one of them out. And what it is, it's a gauze bag, a gauze sock. We got to get it open here. And this is the hardest part. All right, let's do it. We got it open. So you can see how, big this is and how much it can hold. So I'm just going to go right into my crock pot here because it's empty. I'm going to take my carcass, my wings, my legs, and my last little tidbits here. Okay, now I can pull this back out over here for you. Set it on in the pan so you can see what I have going on. And now we'll put our thyme and bay leaf in there. Got our cracked black peppercorn. We'll throw that in there. And the reason we're using cracked black peppercorn and not just like grinding up the pepper from the pepper mill, if we do that, we'll get like a gray look to our stock. We want it to be clear when we finish this production. So we're going to use the cracked black peppercorns just to impart the little bit of flavor of black pepper and not worry about having any kind of discoloration to our stock. Got our carrots here. So you can see you just want this sock is pretty big. And depending on the size of your crock pot is going to depend, how much chicken you want to use. For us, for this crock pot, it's probably a couple gallon capacity. We will go ahead and use just the 1 carcass. If you were looking for a darker, richer color stock, you would go ahead and roast that chicken, take all the bone and the skins from the bird, put all that into your soup stock with your mirepoix and your herbs, and throw it into your crock pot, and you'll get even a richer looking colored stock. This, you're going to be amazed at how beautiful this comes out after 16 hours. So you can see I'm going to lift the liner out here. You can see I got that filled up. So now I'm just going to walk over to my pot sink. My pot filling faucet, I should say. We're going to fill this stuff up with some cold water. Never use hot water when you're making chicken stock because everything should be cold when it gets started to give yourself a clearer looking stock at the end. We're never going to put any salt in our stock because what happens if we don't put salt in here and we have just this beautiful plain rich chicken stock at the end, we can then season our soup when we're sauteing our vegetables or whatever garnish we're going to put in the soup and not worry about over seasoning something. Now that we have our stock in there, we've got our bag in there. All we're going to do, take the lid, put the lid on here, I'll lock it into place. plug this sucker in, turn it on, it's on low, and we're gonna let it cook for the next 16 hours. So we'll be back in 16 hours to show you our end product. Thanks for joining us so far. Well, welcome back. After 16 hours have elapsed, our chicken stock is now ready for us to take it out of the crock pot. So you can see, if you look at the setting here, we've had it set on low for the last 16 hours. And now we're just gonna unhinge the top, and you're gonna see just how easy it is to make your own chicken stock, and, oh, does that smell good? And you're gonna see how easy it is to strain it out using these soup socks. So, I'll get myself a set of tongs here. It's a little warm, but not too warm. So there we go. Let that drain a little bit. Put all those into our bowl. And now if you look into my crock pot here, pure, luscious, homemade chicken stock. What we'll do, we'll get our glass jar. And let's see, our golden color. You could do this if you had a glass bowl at home and want to impress your family and friends. Pour it into a glass bowl, but we have a glass jar to impress you with. So you're going to see, so far, with really minimal amount of effort, with the carcass from that chicken, a little bit of celery, carrot, onions, the bay leaf, the thyme, few black cracked peppercorns, and now we have easily 3-4 quarts of chicken stock here. So all you have to do, saute up a few vegetables, throw this chicken stock over it, season it with some salt and pepper. You're good to go. You got yourself a pot of soup. Thanks for joining us in the Simply Good Kitchen.